Hello, welcome back to the Pursuit of Value podcast, where we help you pursue value every day in your business. Last episode, we discussed the daily pursuit of value, or in other words, daily execution. Today, we will discuss the one true value proposition, and that's serving others. This is another mindset episode, and you will notice that most of the episodes thus far in our podcast series have been about the business owner mindset. Why? Because your mindset is so important as you build your business. Your mindset will determine success or failure. Okay, often in business, it is easy to lose sight of why you started the business in the first place. Yes, you started your business to make money, but there was another reason. You saw an opportunity to solve a problem, to offer a product or service that you believed others would see as valuable. So the whole point of the business had to do with other people. After all, it's difficult to do business if you do not have customers. And as you grew, you learned that doing business on your own was difficult. You needed help. So you hired employees to help you and to help you solve the problem for your customers. When you really think about business as a whole, it really is others focused. This is such an important perspective, and it would be my hope that this episode would impact the most people. It would also be my hope that you, as the business owner, would really evaluate where your heart is on this subject. Are you serving others, or do you expect others to serve you? I really believe that this is one of the major core issues that is facing small businesses today, and one of the contributing reasons why so many businesses fail. It's about wrong focus. This is important to understand because if you do not have a heart or mindset of serving others in business, then growing your business will fundamentally be difficult. And here's why. A you focus will always get in the way of doing what is in the best interest of your business. Okay, picture a business focused solely on profits, disregarding employees, customers, or the community it serves. Yes, on the outside, it markets the right message, it says the right things, and from the outside, it looks really good. But on the inside, it's fundamentally flawed, and at its core, it lacks integrity. This approach about making profits the priority might initially seem correct. Profits are important, but a singular profit focus creates a disconnection from the customers, the employees, and the community. The business becomes very one dimensional and lacks depth of character. It will breed a shallow culture lacking purpose, and with no purpose, the business is like a ship without a rudder. The balance between making a profit and making a positive impact should not be so difficult. We have great case studies from history that show us what happens when you focus on profits, disregarding everything else. Enron, WorldCom, and Lehman Brothers. I highly recommend doing some research on these companies and how they tanked. It is super interesting, and it will provide a tremendous education for you. These companies cared more about profit and appearing successful than they did about anything else. They all went bankrupt and left a path of destruction. And why? Again, it's wrong focus. I know these are extreme cases, but the fact remains that no matter what size of your business, if you have the wrong focus and wrong driver, it will lead you down a path that will not end well. So, what is the solution? It's really about service, specifically developing a mindset and core value of serving others. The real value proposition in any business is found in serving others. This simple yet profound approach focuses on the objective of creating value through service. Think about it in simple terms. How will you solve a problem for your customer or employee if you are focused on you or just profits alone? A you focus is a wrong focus. Here's a quick example to drive the point. When customers and employees become a pain, I have seen many business owners get very upset with their customers to the point it's an adversarial relationship. When you really think about this, it's kind of weird. As a business owner, you need customers to survive. The customer is coming to you for something you're offering. They are willing to pay you for it. Yet there's this tension and confrontational attitude. It's a strange dynamic, and it's a testament to the importance of a proper mindset and attitude toward your customer and what you're doing. I fell into it in my own business. There were times that I found myself thinking really bad thoughts about my customers. Or what about when you walk into a store or restaurant? You can tell when they don't want you there, or when you, as the customer, are an irritant. I've seen it time and time again. When your customers become a pain or a burden to you, then there's something fundamentally wrong in your business. When you start to view your employees with disdain or see them as a burden, then there's something fundamentally wrong in your business. I believe that 99% of the time when customers and employees become a pain to you, it is because there is a lack of a system, a process, or a leadership skill that contributes to this tension. The customer and the employee then become the trigger of that stress simply because there's no infrastructure set up to make things run smooth. This is not the customer's fault, it's yours. We will discuss company infrastructure and how to overcome this tension in a later episode. So let's dig into what a value proposition is. A value proposition in marketing is a concise statement of the benefits that a company is delivering to its customers who buy its products or services. It serves as a declaration of intent. I'm going to repeat that. It serves as a declaration of intent. This is important, both inside the company and in the marketplace. A value proposition is meant to convince stakeholders, investors, customers, employees that a company or its products or services are worthwhile. Worthwhile is a great word. Is it worth their time? Is it worth their money? And is it worth their effort? If the value proposition is weak or unconvincing, it may be difficult to attract consumer demand. Serving others is the only true value proposition, and it is about placing the needs and well-being of customers and employees and the community at the forefront of your business strategy. Now, I want to focus on the word needs. When I think about the needs of customers, employees, and the community, I think about the experience. Customer experience is a term that is also thrown around a lot. I tend to think of the customer experience in a simple way. Does the company I'm dealing with make it easy for me to give them my money? The money that I worked hard for and the money that is very valuable to me. What do I mean by easy? Does the company make it clear that they will solve my problem? Does the company treat me with respect and make me feel valued as a person and as a customer? Does the company make the purchase process simple, or do they make you jump through a bunch of hoops or limit your ability to make the purchase by certain forms of payments? Sidebar on this, and this is just my opinion, but the companies that charge the extra fee for using credit cards, I think is a big mistake. It's horrible optics. You're penalizing your customer for using a credit card. Just raise the price. It's the cost of doing business. I would rather make a sale at a 3% discount than not make a sale at all. Really think about that. I don't think you should ever limit your customer's ability to give you money. All of this contributes to the customer experience. Here are two more examples. Why do you think Amazon is so popular and successful? Amazon makes it really easy for you to give them your money, period. What I find interesting is that Amazon products are not the highest quality. They're not always the best, but the experience is so good that it makes up for it. The purchase is easy. The returns is easy. It's all very easy. And because of all of this, the financial risk is low. And because of the low financial risk, there's a better customer experience. It's easy to buy. Now, airlines are another good example, but on the other end of the spectrum. This is my opinion again, but more often than not, when I fly, it feels like they are doing me a favor rather than serving me as a customer. As a consumer, you can tell a difference in the companies that make service a core value compared to companies that focus on profit and see you as a means to an end. So why is serving others so important? It's essential because it builds trust, fosters loyalty, and establishes a positive reputation, all of which are critical for long-term success. How you treat your customers, your employees, and interact with your community will establish your reputation. Your reputation is your brand. Your brand is your identity in business. It is who others see you to be. I grew up in the construction industry, and man, what an education on how not to be. I saw many men throw away their reputation, their brand, their integrity for a dollar. There were some builders who would purposely short pay every subcontractor just to gain margin. They always justified it, but I never understood why you would throw away your reputation for a few dollars. It made no sense to me. Now, there are some cases when you need to stand your ground and not let customers push you around, but you have to pick your battles in business, and battling your customer is not wise. So there's a story. When I had my construction company, I poured a stamped patio for a gentleman, and I ended up replacing it 2 times. Keep in mind, this is concrete. This isn't a simple replacement job. The first time I poured it, I thought it looked great. He didn't think so. I redid it. The second time I poured it, I thought it looked better than the first time. He disagreed. He wanted me to rip it out again. I was angry. I was going to take him to court. I had all sorts of evil running through my head about this man. Then I thought about it for a long time and I was convicted, acknowledging that I entered into an agreement with him. He was not content and it was my job to make it right. No excuses. Now, what I realized is that I did not want this event to affect my mindset or business moving forward. I did not want the bitterness, the anger. It was not worth it to me. So I replaced it a third time, made zero money on it. It cost me a lot of money. But ironically, in the end, this man became an evangelist for my company. For me, it was a good lesson. It was an expensive lesson, but education can be really expensive sometimes. So back to why serving others is important. Aligning your business goals and purposes to serving others creates a coordinated relationship where success is measured not just in revenue, but in the positive impact made in the company culture as well as in the community of influence the business operates in. Your brand matters, your identity matters, and how you treat others will matter. If money is the focus, it will become very clear very fast as you interact with others. People are more perceptive than most realize. They may not be able to identify what is going on, but most people can sense when others are shallow and not genuine. People are drawn to genuine hearts that care. People are drawn to that which is attractive. The law of attraction is a real thing. So, how do you execute this, serving others? First and foremost, get real with yourself as the business owner. How do you perceive your employees and customers? Are they a means to an end and an overall pain, or do you value them? You have to make serving others a core value. It has to be a priority. As you develop your company strategy, create your strategy around serving others. It must start internally in how you treat your employees and your vendors. Then the natural consequences of that will flow out to your customers and through your brand. Your job as the owner, leader is to serve, period. You have to make that known inside your business. I want to be careful here. Having a service first mindset is not about allowing customers and employees to walk all over you. You still need to be wise and make good business decisions, but you can have humility and a heart of service and still run a good, smart business. Next, focus on solving the customer's problem. Make the customer the hero, not you. Make the customer the center of your attention, not you and not your business. Focus on your employees' part in all of this, in solving the customer's problem. Give them purpose to serve and equip and train them to do so, to make good decisions so they can make a difference. Giving up control is hard, and allowing freedom so your employees can make decisions can be scary, but freedom is good and it will pay dividends in the end. All right, here's some practical examples on how to create serving others a core value. Get consistent feedback from your employees. Do not be scared or too prideful to get their opinions of how they perceive the company or you as a leader. That's super important. Ask hard questions. What they say and how they see your business is critical. If there's a disparity between what they say and what you see, then you need to analyze why. Create a customer feedback loop and pursue your customers' opinions. Engage your team in community service projects and ask your team what is important to them. How do they want to serve? What do they want to give to? How do they want to serve the community? Look for ways your business or personal skills can address community needs. Foster a culture both personally and professionally that values and rewards service to others. Make it clear to all stakeholders in your company that you as the owner are there to serve them. That is your number one job, to set them up for success, to help them serve. If you can't model a heart of service for your employees, then you will not be able to do it well for your customers. And that's a fact. Now, there is a challenge to be aware of, and that's balancing financial objectives with service goals and ensuring that you have genuine service rather than just token gestures. There's a lot of companies that just throw money at things, and it's really not out of a heart of out of service. It's really about just showing that they're doing it. So there's a big difference there. All right, let's summarize. What is the one true value proposition? The one true value proposition is about serving others, making others the most important in your daily business. Your mindset towards others and how you treat them will determine your reputation, and your reputation will determine your brand. Your brand is how others perceive you. This is key to long-term success in your business. Check yourself as the owner. What is your heart attitude towards your customers and employees? Focus on solving the customer's problems and allow the employees to be involved in how to solve those problems. Starting with you, the owner, create a culture of service for your employees, get feedback, and make adjustments as needed. Get involved in the community in a way that you're passionate about. Serving others is the cornerstone of a good, sustainable value proposition in your business and in your personal life. Bottom line, it's good for your heart and emotional well-being. If this was helpful, please comment and offer suggestions or any other topics you'd like to analyze. Next episode, we will be discussing why a vision statement and a mission statement are so important to you for your business. Thank you for your time today. We really do appreciate it. This podcast is on a mission to help 1 million businesses a month so business owners can avoid stress and failure, grow their businesses, and impact the world for good. I hope this was valuable to you. Have a great day.